as always. Some lines are staying, some lines are going. I put a bunch of lines in here to help organize or give me opportunities or alternatives for rock shape. And some of them are going to go. Some are going to leave the building. Some are going to stay. Let's just be quiet now, Phil, and do something for a change. With these rocks, well, rocks, bedrock really, I'm going more in the direction of the blues. You know, the rest of the painting has, well, the painting in general, you would say it had a purple and yellow sky if you had to boil it down to two colors. In general, the whole thing's quite purpley, and that's nice. But now let's make some rocks that use complementary colors. So we're going into the blues. Some of the strokes will pick up a few of the colors in the sky, but not necessarily that many. Trying to keep it organized, but not in such a way that it looks insane. The trees that I painted in are already kind of, ugh. I may have to loosen those up a little bit. They are looking kind of tight, shall we say. And that's okay, I don't mind. I don't mind because I can change them. Oh, I'm not a fan of this paint. Okay, whatever. I gotta go get me some Winsor & Newton paint. It's more like, I don't care if it has more or less pigment. Because I'm using the knife, I like the plastery texture of it. And it's just a little easier to provide rawer looking shapes. But this is what I have for the moment, so we'll just work with it and stop complaining. Oops. Let's see. Okay. I'm throwing in a little yellow ochre, a little burnt sienna, ultramarine blue, and raw umber. I'm just really going a little heavier on the blue on the whole. Maybe even a little too heavy. But I don't want to go too light. I don't want to start too light and then end up with nowhere to go. I want to work up those values. Up, stronger, lighter, brighter. And I don't want to load my knife too heavily. I find that with the Winsor & Newton paint, I can load my knife more heavily and get away with it, but with this stuff I can't. Just doesn't work out so well. So you can see I'm not just mixing a pile and then just filling in an area. Each stroke is a little different from the one next to it. That's what we want. We want interest. We want variety. Variety, but it still has to congeal, you know? It still has to congeal. It's got to stick together. I know I've mentioned it before, but I sure do enjoy doing this. I love working in rocks. Until it's not going well. Then I just despise it. Excuse me. I guess that goes for anything, doesn't it? It's spring break around here, and you can hear the kids are out there having fun on some kind of two-stroke motorbike, a quad or whatever it is. I don't know. Haven't seen them yet. I'm just listening to the wonderful sounds. It's also why I like idling a chainsaw beside my bed all night, because it's just such a peaceful sound. I'm not complaining. I make my own noise. And I am not cursed to have to live in town. So when you live in the country, surrounded by farms, this is the kind of thing you hear sometimes. I don't mind it. You know, if it was steady, it'd be different, but it's not. And it's kids having fun. I like the sound of kids having fun. That's hunky dory by me. Okay. I don't need to cover up the canvas completely. I don't mind a little bit of that. A little bit of that warp and weft showing through. Suits me just fine. Okay. couple of hints of highlight there. We don't actually. I should be just leaving that alone for now. So I will. So I like the grays. I don't want to go too cold. Not here. I might get cold farther this way, but we don't want our colors to be cold just yet. You know, we're going to have the light come down, mingle with the trees. These trees are going to catch a bit of light here and there. You know, that'll be the connective tissue from sky to here. Intense. Reasonably intense. Well, you know, dramatic because of the shapes. And then coming down to here. We'll have a little more intense light here. This is going to pick up some light. Not reflection from there so much as a reflection from, or direct sunlight from the right hand side. In just a couple of areas. You know, we'll be sparing. We don't want to overdo it. Very slowly playing away here. Right. We seem to be doing the right thing. I'm not liking this rock on the end here. Not at all. I'm going to have to let the paint set a little bit though. Because right now I'm just sliming more paint into other paint and it's not coming out as clean strokes. I could do it, but it's easier if I wait. And if there's an easy way versus a hard way, I'll take the easy way every time. A little patience is involved, but that's okay. Alright, let's back the camera up. Just to show you a square on shot, just to give you a better idea from my point of view. As the guy who was sitting in front of it. I'm looking through on the viewfinder right now, and it all looks very chalky. But when I'm sitting in front of it, I can see there's a good amount of variety of color. You don't want that variety everywhere, but shots of it here and there are good. Giving those rocks some texture. And there's my slimy area. I'll fix that later. And that is the way it's going for now. See you soon, guys.